Fresh off of work, let's talk about it. It is I, Chris Classic, dropping a car plug. And we are going to talk about the hot topic for today. Before I go on, make sure you subscribe to the Take It Home podcast. This channel right now, make sure you also subscribe to the C3 Ultimate Wrestling YouTube page with our wrestling matches. I'm getting off of work, and this has been on topic for past few hours about Kevin Owens resigning. Now, this is alleged now, but this reliable source is supposed to be 100%. So I'm going to give my take on Kevin signing. Am I shocked? A little bit. It seems the thing to do now is to, when your contract is up, or if you get released abruptly, you go to AEW. And I think a lot of people, myself included, can say like, dang, thought Kevin was going to be treated a little bit better, and it seems like he's on his way out because of everything that he's been doing in the matches he's put on. Not saying that all of his matches are bad or anything like that, but him being like on the losing end or the comedy end of certain things. So I believe a lot of people are like, okay, well, he's going to go from Owens to Steen, he's going to go. You know, you have Gargano contract up, you have O'Reilly's contract up, and then I believe Finn Balor's contract is coming up soon. So a lot of people are assuming, since these guys especially were ROH friends and PWG stars and everything like that, they thought that Kevin will go. But he didn't. So he resigned. And a lot of people are upset. Oh, he's ruining his career. He should sign to AEW, blah, 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 blah. Why don't we just congratulate the man? Maybe he got more money than what he wanted. Maybe they made a lucrative deal. Maybe he's getting more money on merch. We don't know what the terms of his new contract is. And maybe it's more convenient for his family because he does have a family, you know. I think a lot of people are messing up because sometimes you got to think that, first of all, let's just say that WWE has been trash on how they've been releasing people new contracts, old contracts, or just releasing them saying it's budget cuts and they're still making profits. Don't let those empty seats fool you. But they obviously see something in him to renew his contract, or maybe they feel like he might be a bigger star. You know, it's a game of Monopoly sometimes. Like I said, we don't know everything. You know, it probably was a bigger deal. Maybe Tony didn't want to pay Kevin what he asked for. Like, a lot of people think just because Tony has a lot of money or his dad has a lot of money and they're richer than Vince that he's going to agree to every contract. No, that's not the case. You know, you do have to be a businessman at the end of the day. And I understand you want to be the number one, but you don't shell out all your money for a lot of people or whatever and then just expect them to just be great all the time. It is what it is. You know, I was going to drop a video about signing a lot of stars, but I don't know how I'm going to do that. But they could have promised him something. I know promises are meant to could be broken, especially on WWE's standpoint. It could be more convenient for his family. You know, I know both shows and companies, they do travel, but maybe it's something convenient for a family. Maybe it's convenient to him. Maybe they told him to do something, but it's okay. He's still employed and he signed a deal, you know. Sometimes it's not in people's best interest to go to another company right now. I know a lot of people don't feel that way. A lot of people, you know, want certain people pushed or feel like they might get treated better. And, you know, all I'm hearing is even people who aren't even signed to AEW, that they get treated a lot better as enhancement talent there and stuff like that. And that's good. A lot of people want to feel welcome and accepted and stuff like that. But with the contracts of WWE, who knows? It's something that might have benefited him in the long run. And we don't know if Finn is going to sign or not. You know, I think a lot of people mess up because they don't believe in role players in wrestling companies. And when I say role players, I mean people who aren't supposed to always be at the top, or maybe don't mind losing a lot or putting people over. I think a lot of people are like, you should just go to AEW. They're going to push you to the moon. And some of them, they don't. Some people don't. And it's only certain people that they do it. It's a part of the business. They have a storyline that they want to do. You're now getting guys that are airing out their frustrations with AEW. And then you also have people who weren't signed. They've been airing out their frustrations with the company. It's just what's going to happen. You're not going to be pleased. Everyone will not be pleased in almost every company they wrestle for. Rather it's storyline, losing streaks, what they want them to do, lack of titles, not being on the main show, being on the other shows, being on the pre-shows, being on the Battle Royal. You just got to realize that. And to me, from the outside looking in of WWE, it seems like Kevin Owens knows what's needed from him, and he gives it to them. Not saying that all of these other guys didn't do the same thing before they left or their contract was up, but you can just kind of tell. You know, not calling him the Brooklyn Brawler, but the Brooklyn Brawler knew exactly what he was there for. He knew he wasn't going to win a title. He knew he wasn't going to be the top guy. He was there to make somebody else look good or have an entertaining match. And sometimes that's all that's included. You don't need a title. Simple as that. So, as far as Kevin Owens being signed, good for him. If he feels like he's going to be treated better, or maybe he feels like he has a better deal there. Sometimes it's not even about being treated better. That's the unfortunate truth. You have a lot of people that go to a job that treats them like crap but pays them well, but you got kids, you got dreams, you got stuff you got to do. You got to invest. Sacrifice. We'll see where it goes from here in 2022. I enjoyed Owens. I enjoyed Kevin Owens. The only thing I didn't like during Kevin Owens' stint in WWE was when he was Universal Champion. I enjoyed him and Jericho, but he was the second fiddle to Jericho, and he was the champ. And by the time they tried to switch it out, it was a little bit too late. But great wrestler. I remember a lot of people had him want to go against Goldberg in the Dream. I'm not Goldberg. I'm sorry, Brock Lesnar in the Dream match, because that's how cold he was. And he's a very good wrestler. That man can do it all. But I just wanted to give my take on it and give my 2 cents. This is Chris Classic. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. God bless you. I love you. God loves you. And let's take it home.